Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Back in the day when I was young, I used to play with.
You are a winner chicken dinner.
Football, baseball too. I love to win, and that's the
Welcome
truth.
to the
They
Tell
taught
Me Something
about
Good
sportsmanship. I
show.
think it was too late. I
My name is
drove
Steve
around
Conover,
those bases, stand there
and I'm here to
all
tell
day,
you
singing, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
that you are a winner chicken dinner, and hopefully deliver some good news to you. I know it's hard to do in the times and the days, it seems like years of the word we're not supposed to say that is a certain virus. But there's lots and lots of good news, which is the reason why I started this channel, the reason why I started this podcast, is because on November 4th is when we officially launch. I'm going to do a daily Tell Me Something Good podcast during the weekdays. I'm not sure what the times are going to be yet. So if you're watching live or you're watching on replay and you have any good ideas, I want to do a 2-hour call-in show where people get to call in and share the good things that are happening in their lives, the good things that are happening in their homes, in their local communities, in the states where they live, in the country where they live. This is a global, worldwide truth, is that there is way more good news every single day on planet Earth than there is bad news. It's just that our media has been programmed to utilize the bad news in order to get eyeballs on a screen and get advertisers to pay them money. But that's not what we do here. What we do here is we're going to give everyone an opportunity to share the good news in their life. What I hope that this will do going forward is to get us all, especially after November 3rd, starting November 4th, to get us all into a state of consciousness that is much more optimistic, that is much more grateful, and that we'll get up every day, or at least at one time or part of the day, sit down and focus on the good things in their lives. And hopefully giving you a platform to express those will be a good part of that process. Kind of like therapy, only different. So this is just an informational podcast. I will share some good news. In the last few days, 45 missing children were recovered by U.S. Marshals in their ongoing operation globally, which is really, really good news. And it's also really, really good news that our government is focusing on these children, because it's either 40 or 80 seconds, a child goes missing. And a significant portion of those children never return home. It winds up being about 20% of those children are never make it back home. But the good news is 45 of them were recovered in one day. And the predators that were responsible for their disappearance were also dealt with. So that's really, really good news. The other really good news is that the election cycle will soon be over. And regardless of the way you feel about things, we will all have a chance to move forward in a new state of consciousness. Whether you're into consciousness, what density or dimension that we're in, just quickly, the density of consciousness is it's kind of like climate and weather. The density is kind of the overall climate of consciousness, and the dimension is the perspective or the storms that are involved. And then we are going into fourth density consciousness, and a fifth dimensional perspective is available. And what we're all experiencing right now are some of the labor pains involved in that. But once again, the good news is very soon we will all be holding a brand new baby in fourth density consciousness, which is rooted in love. And I look forward to you joining me and expressing all the amazing positive changes in your life that are over the horizon. And I hope that you come here every day and do so. Don't wait for the podcast. You can come to, if you're on YouTube watching this, make a comment of some amazing things, positive things, some good news in your life. If you're on Facebook, post something, download a picture, a video, whatever it is, your kid hitting a home run, getting good grades in school, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. We're here to celebrate the good news that I know is in every one of your lives. And I also know that what is coming, one of my favorite hashtags is nothing can stop what is coming, because nothing can. Mother Earth is already in fourth density consciousness. All the beings residing on her have no choice but to, as my grandmother would say, poop or get off pot. And that's the process we're going through right now. So what I invite everyone to do is come to the page daily if you want and share good news. I would ask you if it's political or religiously related, to not be too evangelical, to just express what your faith or what that thing has meant in your life, and not really evangelize, because that's not really what we're all about. We're not about converting anybody to anything. We're just about sharing the good news in our life. And my prayer is that this develops into a tsunami, and eventually, just as in the days of Noah, covers the earth in just a flood of good news, which is expressed, as Paul says in Galatians 5, 8 or 9b, all that matters is love. Faith expressed by love. So we're here to express love for each other, for our neighbors, and even for our enemies. And that good news, my friends, is going to take us into a new golden age, not just here in America, but all over the world. My friends down in Australia and New Zealand and in the United Kingdom are all expressing to me how they need help. And help is on the way. And just hold the line. Where we go one, we go all. Share the good news. I look forward to seeing you guys here every single day.